Here's a cool exercise for novice riders and young horses. For the novice rider, it will help you get better at seeing a stride or a distance. It will give you a better feeling for the correct pace to travel through a related distance and help you travel through them safely and correctly. For the young horse, it will work on their jumping technique and strength. It will work on their adjustability and balance, as well as their control and obedience. It will also teach them to travel through a related distance smoothly and calmly. This is a very easy setup. There aren't a lot of jumps, so you'll still have energy to ride it a few times afterwards. So let's get the difficult one out of the way first and start with the line along the top long side of your arena. So you set up this vertical to oxer related distance 21 paces apart. Set it up a little off center and a little more towards this side of the arena. Then you add the 5 placing poles 3.5 paces apart. You then set up this little line down the bottom long side of your arena, starting with the 3 trotting poles, all 1 pace apart. Then roughly 15 paces away, you set up the jump with the placing poles. You trot the distance so it's not related. So it's a vertical with placing poles 3 paces away on either side of the jump. You then end off with a little gymnastic diagonally across the arena. So it starts off with a vertical, and then 11 paces for 2 strides away, you have the first cavaletti. Then from the first cavaletti to the second cavaletti, it's 3 paces for a bounce. And from the last cavaletti to the oxer, it's 11 paces for another 2 strides. And finally, you set up these 2 cavalettis in the middle of your arena like so. These will be part of your warm-up routine. And that's it, you're all set up and ready to rock and roll. Remember, a link to a JPEG of the course plan is in the description below, so it's much easier to set up off your phone. So the warm-up routine will always include some sort of cavaletti work, and you do it after you have warmed up on the flat. This is a great way to get your eye in as a rider, or just practice seeing a stride if you are relatively new to show jumping. This is the best way for you to learn how to see a stride. Your mistakes are inconsequential, and you can literally do this every day. For a young horse, you can train adjustability here and really fine-tune the dialogue between horse and rider in order to find your takeoff spot. So it's just 2 cavalettis on a circle. My 2 are possibly a little too close together. If you find things are happening a little too quickly for you and your horse, just do 1. And once you're comfortable with 1, you can try the 2 again. Or you can set 1 cavaletti up on the other side of your arena and do them on a much bigger circle. Remember, the aim is to get the cavaletti in the middle of your horse's canter stride. So treat it as a jump and try find your takeoff spot by either lengthening or shortening your horse's canter stride. So you start off by introducing your horse to the trotting poles. This could take a few minutes, or if you're on a hot horse, it could even take a few days. But it's worth taking your time to get it right. Trotting poles are extremely useful in your horse's training and physical development. Once you've got the trotting poles working for you, simply keep going to the jump. The jump with the placing poles is a great place for developing the correct jumping technique for your horse. For the novice rider, this is where you can really focus on getting the correct body position over the jump. Leave the jumping to your horse and just focus on yourself. Once you're doing that well, you turn around and come back from the other side. Here you will train your horse to be obedient and return to the trot. And as a novice rider, you will learn to get your horse under control promptly after the jump. And then you jump the whole track. And then you jump the whole track the other way. Awesome, you made it to the end. So you're the type of person that will really enjoy this channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and I'll keep the videos coming.